Attack of the Demodogs tearing through the hospital. Max barely hanging on while Lucas fights like his life depends on it. Holly escaping Vecna's grasp for one terrifying second before everything goes wrong. The Mind Flayer taking over WSQK in one of the wildest sequences of the entire season. And that insane electromagnetic blast deep inside the upside-down lab. Yeah, these aren't theories anymore. These are real scenes from Volume 2 of Stranger Things Season 5. And trust me, you're not ready. What happens next? Who dies? How does it all connect? That's exactly what we're diving into. What's up, Stranger Things fam? I'm Jake. This is Explainverse, and today we're breaking down the next chapter, Volume 2 arriving this Christmas. If Volume 1 blew your mind, Volume 2 is about to destroy it. So sit back, buckle up, and before we jump in, hit like, share the video, and subscribe so this community keeps growing. Let's get into the chaos. And here's the thing. I think everyone who watched Volume 1 is feeling exactly what I'm feeling right now. We desperately want Volume 2 inches our hands already, because the level this season started at? Absolutely insane. The way the main plots evolve, the way the story keeps pushing forward, the amount of action packed into just the first 4 episodes, it all cranks your hype up even higher for Volume 2. And look, I've said this before, they didn't hold back. Right now, Netflix still hasn't dropped a dedicated teaser with brand new Volume 2 footage, but weirdly, they have dropped new Volume 2 footage, and that was a huge surprise. We all thought 98 or 99% of the clips in the teasers and trailers were from Volume 1, but nope. Turns out a massive chunk of shots from the very first teaser, the July mid-year teaser, and the official trailer were actually scenes from Volume 2. And now, after watching Volume 1, those scenes make way more sense. So let's break it down in order. We're starting with the Toodum teaser, the Netflix event from mid-year that confirmed the release dates for both volumes. That teaser already had 2 scenes that are definitely from Volume 2, and now we can confirm that 100%. The first scene? Dustin and Steve at H&L. Yup, that's Hawkins National Laboratory. You can tell immediately from the flooring and the outdoor setup. They're looking up, and you can literally see upside-down particles and that twisted atmosphere above them. This scene is a direct continuation of the mission that kicked off at the end of Episode 4. Remember that moment when Dustin shows them the map, realizes the wall they found forms a giant circle around the upside down, and the center of that circle is Hawkins Lab? That's why they're going back there. That's their main objective now. We get multiple scenes tied to this mission across the teasers, but this one, right from that first Toodum drop, was already our first look at Volume 2 without us even realizing it. Moving to the next scene that's also in the Toodum teaser, I want to talk about this shot. This moment of Will screaming run. Run at a level you've never seen in your life. Screaming run at an absolutely insane level. His face is something crazy. It's the closing shot of that teaser. That's right, this didn't show up in Volume 1. A lot of people were theorizing this scene was at the military base when Vecna arrives. But back when I analyzed that teaser, in the video I made breaking it down at the time of the event, I myself said we had footage from last year's filming to know where this scene takes place. If you don't know or don't remember, this scene very likely, probably, we can't 100% confirm, but probably takes place at WSQK, the radio station. Exactly because of a leaked video from last year, mid-2024, of filming inside WSQK where a fan recorded the actors screaming super loud, and you can clearly hear Will's "You have to run super loud." After that teaser dropped, we recognized it was exactly the same as the leaked audio. Remember, a bunch of things I showed from last year's leaks ended up being identical in Volume 1, exactly the same as we explained here. But let me say more about this scene, what it means, why Will is telling everyone to run, probably at WSQK. I'd say because it's at the radio station, this scene must connect. Jumping ahead a bit, to this other scene from the July mid-year teaser. This is another scene that didn't appear in Volume 1, and the tower at the radio station being taken over by none other than the Mind Flayer, which raised the level of theories that maybe Vecna isn't the ultimate big bad, that the Mind Flayer is actually the head of everything. That debate still exists today. No matter your opinion, the division is still there. And clearly the Mind Flayer is being kept in a little box in the drawer this season to be something special closer to the finale. And here it looks like the Mind Flayer arriving at the radio station, or the Mind Flayer using the signals to summon creatures and everything to attack something like that. I'd say it's a theory, okay? I could be right, I could be wrong. I'm not even trying to get everything right. I'm just saying what makes the most sense right now. What makes the most sense is Will warning about the Mind Flayer's arrival, the connection with the tower, and that's why he's screaming. Could there be more? Sure. Someone or something, and it looks like the theory is inside Hawkins Lab. So another Volume 2 moment. Honestly, I thought there would be 1 or 2, Volume 2 or 3 scenes in the materials, but this many? I didn't expect this many. And look, we're only at the halfway point now, right? We're just passing the halfway mark. Let's keep going. If you're still here, it means you didn't just watch. You truly enjoyed this video. So please hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. Every click, every sub keeps me motivated to work harder and bring you the very best content. Your support means the world to me. Let's keep this journey going together. Another moment that we can now explain much better that's in these trailers, in this season's teaser and also in the trailer, is the Demodogs attacking the hospital. You can see Lucas protecting Max from one of the Demodogs that's hunting them. There's this other moment before the Demodogs burst in, more than one, and why this attack is going to happen, we can already understand. Exactly, Vecna is losing control of Max inside his own mind. We already saw the signs back in Volume 1, she literally escaped him while inside his mindscape. That entire sequence with the mysterious cave? The moment Vecna stopped at the door, unable to enter, that was our first clue. And now she's doing the one thing Vecna absolutely didn't want. She's manipulating Holly. He told Holly not to go into the woods, she did. And Max is using that to send Holly back home to mess everything up. Once Vecna pieces this together, he's going to realize the Max problem is slipping beyond his control, and the only way to stop her is in the real world. Kill her body, kill her mind connection. That's why she dies inside his mind too. Which brings us to the Demodog hospital attack. Very likely, Vecna sent it. And this finally ties into the official season trailer from late October, that quick scene of Lucas with Max turning on Running Up That Hill on the radio. The trailer didn't give us the audio, but now the context makes sense. Lucas must have figured out that the song keeps the portal open. This moment is going to be huge. And trust me, if the understanding has already shifted this much after Volume 1, imagine what Volume 2 and 3 are about to do. It's going to break the internet all over again, and we're still not finished. Next, that last scene from the July teaser. Almost nobody caught it, but this little shot of Holly never appeared in Volume 1. People assumed it was the Wheeler house during the Demogorgon attack, but no. Look closely. She's wearing different clothes. She's in that little scout cape she grabbed inside the Creel house. So this moment probably happens in the Creel house or somewhere around it. And honestly, it might even show her trying to escape Vecna. At some point, she has to try running. Maybe she finds a portal. Maybe she goes back to the Creel house because Max told her, go back like nothing happened and we'll start the plan. It definitely connects. And since the shot wasn't in Volume 1, it becomes even more interesting. Now, on to the official October trailer shots. The first one, Joyce inside WSQK on the normal floor. Mike checks on her, and behind her, someone is lying on the couch. And based on the sneakers, that's Will. I zoomed in, I rechecked, I doubted myself, but that scene does not appear in Volume 1. Especially because right after Will passes out at WSQK earlier, we see him get up again and talk to Joyce. So this shot fits way better after the Episode 4 attack, when Joyce is even more worried because Will's powers and his connection to Vecna have just been exposed. Moving on back to the HNL scenes. The ceiling tearing open. That wider shot showing more of the structures above the lab next to Nancy and Jonathan. White goo melting everywhere. And then the explosion. That mysterious blast up in the lab structure that clearly connects to the plan of the four guys, the electromagnetic explosion they're preparing. Remember, HNL is now revealed as the true center of everything, so it all starts to point toward breaking those walls. And suddenly, this scene from the trailer makes so much more sense. It seems directly connected to the Upside Down's boundary walls collapsing the exact wall the group needs to break through to reach Holly, the one they believe is their way in. And when the scene continues, the wave spreads through the Upside Down. We even see the wave hitting the boundary where Hopper is standing. The shot literally shows the wave slamming into the wall. It looks like it's about to bring it down. We can't confirm it yet, but visually, that's exactly what it suggests. And don't forget, Hopper is standing right where the little church is, the same place Jonathan, Nancy, and Dustin were earlier, so clearly something big is happening. Is this electromagnetic wave actually going to destroy that barrier? Or could this moment represent the beginning of the end for the Upside Down itself? I'm not ruling that out. The theories stay open. Moving on, another official trailer scene that didn't appear in Volume 1. Another attack on the military base. Something major is going to go down there. We see Nancy arriving in the Bradley's Big Buy truck, popping out of the top with gun and unloading on soldiers. And remember, the Bradley's Big Buy truck, Nancy were not at the military base during the Volume 1 finale attack. None of those elements were present, so this has to be a later attack. And since Nancy is still trapped in the Upside Down, she must escape first before this scene can even happen. So this is definitely something from deeper into Volume 2. Next, let's talk about the big moment everyone remembers, the shot of someone falling into Dimension X. This absolutely looks like Dimension X, the dimension before the Upside Down. There's a person falling in that void. And here's the theory one that a lot of people in the community have also mentioned. It looks connected to Holly. When they released this image in higher quality, people zoomed in, enhanced it, and the figure appears to be wearing clothes similar to Holly's colorful outfit. We can't confirm it's her, but with the information we currently have, it's the strongest theory. And it actually explains how she ended up in Vecna's mindscape. After the Demogorgon grabbed her, the recap shows she was taken through the wall, and that wall is a portal between the Upside Down and Dimension X. So when she crosses it, she falls into Dimension X, and from there, drops right into Vecna's mindscape. Could that be it? With the limited info we have right now, it's the clearest path that makes sense. Of course, it could be someone else. We just can't confirm yet, but let me know what you think. Alright, almost done with the scenes. Another trailer shot that didn't appear in Volume 1 is the emotional hugging scene. It looks like it takes place in a hospital. Either it's happening inside the hospital, or the characters just got news that someone died. It could even be someone from Mike's family, his dad, his mom. And look, not cool, because we're not rooting for anyone to die, but it would be impactful. The Duffers almost never kill major characters, so this might actually be a rare moment of courage from them. Here you see they're really crying, right? Dustin on the left is wearing those Woods clothes, so it's after coming back from the Upside Down. Jonathan here is pretty emotional. You can see Eleven is wearing the same outfit she has in the makeshift sensory deprivation tank. So out of all the emotional hugs we have this season, this is the one I'm most betting is about someone's death. Someone getting totally screwed. But then we also have this scene that didn't appear in Volume 1 of 11 among wreckage. Like something just broke there. Could be theories about the wall breaking or something else. But given how fast this shot appears in the trailer, and the lack of details, I'd say it's from the final episodes, you know? Something between Episode 7 or Episode 8 itself. Then we have this image right next to the 11 one. You can see a person in civilian clothes on the ground, and a bunch of other soldiers flying from an explosion that just happened. Like someone arriving to rescue that person, or some other attack that happened. This scene, I have a slight feeling, might have flashed super quick during the Episode 4 attack. If it did, forgive me, but I don't remember it right now. And it's without context, so hard to interpret much. But basically, that's it. These are the main scenes we have in the promotional materials, and there are a ton of them, right? If you count the list, there are more than 20 scenes that haven't appeared yet in Volume 1. It's basically a whole Volume 2 trailer we have here, explained, because there's so much stuff. And that's gonna wrap it up for today's video. If you enjoyed the breakdown, don't forget to drop a like, share it with your friends and fellow Stranger Things fans, and hit that subscribe button, plus ring the bell so you never miss an update from Explainverse. Thanks so much for watching. You guys are the best, and as always, I'll see you in the next one. Stay strange, and peace out.
Open eye, feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I breathe.